Okay, good evening, viewers, and we have this thing today. Like, before borrowing money from a friend, it's best to decide which you need most. Like, we're talking about money today. Like, people come to you to borrow money, and the smile, like the gesture they make, they really smile to borrow the money. But when they want to return it, it's a different problem. They have to frown. You have to go behind their back for you to get your money. So today we want to find out, why do people do that? Why do you have to go to your friend, you borrow money smiling, and to return it becomes a problem? Good evening to you, viewers of Canada English. This is your favorite talk show, Obusi, and as you know, I am not alone. I am here with the handsome Thomas, beautiful Lena, and beautiful Stephanie. Hello to you guys.
Hi. Good evening, Chavita.
Okay, today we're actually talking about like debts. It's almost end of year, and people who borrowed money. Let's not even talk about the beginning of this year. There's some people who've been owing people for like 5 years, but they don't want to return their money. So today we actually want to tackle this situation. If you don't know, like the saying goes, if you want to borrow money from your friend, you have to decide which is most important. Is it the friendship or the money? So Thomas, I'm going to start with you. Why do you think that people come to you? I know people owe you, right?
A lot of persons are owing me.
A lot of persons owe Thomas. So Thomas is going to tell us. I know he's owing some people as well. It's obvious. It's obvious that some of us actually owe some people. But Thomas, why do you think, or what do you think about the talking point? Why do you think some people will have to borrow money from you smiling, but to return it is a different issue?
Chavita, good evening once more.
Good
evening to our viewers. I want to say people borrow especially when they are hooked up in situations. And once you are hooked up in situations, you can do things above or that's above you. Once you settle your problems and it's time to pay back, it can be very, very difficult. For example, I am Thomas. I have a problem of let's say 300,000.
Yeah.
But my range is just 50,000, for example, a month. I come to Tabitha, borrow the 300,000. I'm supposed to manage my 50,000 in a way when I'm paying back, I'll pay Tabitha's 300,000. So it's not easy. At times, I'll be running that way. How will I pay this money? Automatically, it just come like that. So people borrow because of situations, and when they're out of a situation to pay back, it's quite difficult.
Okay, but then there are situations where those people actually have that means to pay the money back. But they're like, this money has really stayed for a while. Why does this guy don't want to forget about the money? Why should somebody forget about
his
the money that he's borrowed to you? So, Lena, what do you think?
Well, Thomas has said most of it. You know, you borrow when you are in a really difficult situation, but now paying back, master, any man knows it for take two for person sweet, but for give and back when something that does not belong to you, it is like very difficult. And I don't know why, that's a human nature, I think. But if you take something from somebody, especially if it's not that way much, you know, at times we borrow very least sum of money. 300,000 is very huge. At times somebody comes and tells you have a problem of 5,000 francs. You give that person 5,000 francs and it does maybe 7, 5, 6, 7
do you know
years.
that these like little sums of money like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, those are the amounts that you can never find. You never see it because your friend will be like, oh my God, that's too small. Like, why should I return this money? And do you owe somebody?
Yep, actually I owe my sister. I have a sister that I owe. Mango Dua. And people too do owe me, so. But you know, when it's in between family, people are like, anyway, you go pay him back one day. Someday, someone is going to pay it back to me. But when it's somebody from outside, it's like difficult. But taking something from especially when you're in a difficult situation, you're happy because it's going to help you at that particular moment. But when not everything is true and you're not at time you even have the money, you say I have to give this person some money. Then you find yourself a different situation just crops up and. You have to use it for that situation.
Okay, thank you. Stephanie, why do you think people borrow money while smiling, but to return it, they frown, like they're really not really happy to return the money? Why do you think so?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Borrowing money, like a situation must always, I believe that a situation must come up before you go out borrowing money. But now, and then why borrowing? Normally now you must go and then you make all the promises to the person. You know, and while making the promises, you have to give him that smiling face, which will convince him that you are going to pay later. But now, paying later and frowning is something I'll say why frowning? You're frowning because you're just, well, I will use the money to do different things. But why you get
money?
Why you get the money?
Money.
I still get for do and that's anyhow I'm a man, I'll still give you after. And then that's how anytime the person will call you and then maybe ask for the money, you'll just be frowning. You're not frowning because you don't want to give him the money, but you're frowning because you have other things to take care of. It's true that you need to give back the money at the end of the day, but you just believe that let me first of all take care of the things. Then, since he's my own person, I can give him the money any other time. So I think that people frown while giving back the money because they believe they have other things to do with the money.
So at the end of the day, does it mean that we should not borrow money to people at all?
No,
Because
you can do that.
Yeah, because to avoid problems, to avoid further or future problems, to me, I feel like it's better for you not to borrow money, because if you have to borrow money to somebody and then it is a problem getting it back, why don't you avoid the problem? You have to choose. Is it the friendship or the money? To me, yes, to me, that's what I feel.
Tabitha, I want to say, once you want to borrow money to somebody, first you should have it in mind that you want to help out in this situation.
Yeah.
Recently, I went down to Bamenda. One of the difficulties that made me not to come back up, I borrowed, I actually helped out a friend to jail him out from a situation.
Okay.
And he said, okay, I'm going to give you the money on Saturday before you travel. But that Saturday till date, I've not seen the money.
Yeah.
So if you've made up your mind to help out in a situation, you should expect the unexpected. But Tabitha, in my tradition, when you borrow, you must pay, even after my death. Because during for example, if I die today, at my funeral service, they'll ask
Everybody knows.
who is owing Thomas. They give a time for you to own up. If you don't own up, it depends on you. And then they will also ask, before he dies, who was he owing? So traditionally, you are supposed to pay people when you borrow from them.
Yeah, and also just to say more, at times when you borrow, right, as my mom usually say, when you borrow money to someone, you don't always expect the person to give you back what you borrowed to the person in cash. You can borrow money from to somebody and the person can, at times it also depends on the relationship you have with the person, how you people used to be together, that you think you can have. Because when you borrow, forget that you have given your money in some way. Just wait for it, it's going to come and meet you back, because you want to think about that money every day. Master high blood go fit catch you Sunday. So
Lena, feelings have nothing to do with money. Even if you're my twin brother, yes, I have my twin brother. Even he's my twin brother, but if he takes my money, he has to give me back my money.
Okay.
So Lena saying that you have to pay maybe in another way. Which another way? I gave you cash. Give me back the cash.
I want to say it will not only end at the level of friendship. If you noticed, financial houses are closing up today because people borrow money and they escape. Credit unions are in trouble because how do they call it? People will know deficit. They have deficit because people borrow. They'll know what to pay. But please, if you borrow, you're supposed to pay.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is Obusi, and we're going to have, right now we don't have the talking point on the screen, but we're going to subsequently have the talking point on the screen and the number for you to send your text messages. But before then, let's meet this lady. She got into the music industry like 2 years ago, but she's gone this far. She recently released her new single called Dengo. She's no one else than Queen Mimbaya and Queen Dengo. Her name is Blanche Bailey in her new single Dengo.
Moula, cette fois tu m'as somnifié. Mon amour, je te l'accorde, instantané. Prends-moi en entier. Mon bébé, ne laissons rien tomber. Now which can juju where you used to my head? Now so, you must kill my grace. Ashin for you. I say which can juju where you used for my head? Now so, you must kill my grace. I don't shit for you. Oh God. Tu me rends dingo. Dingo. Tu me rends dingo. Tu me rends dingo. Tu me rends dingo. M'en fous, je reste que le seul qu'il me faut. Dans ma tête, c'est le chaos. Bravo, toi qui compte. Bébé, il n'y a toi qui compte. Je raconte pas des contes, mais il y a toi qui compte. Il y a toi qui compte. Now which can juju where you use for my head? Now so, you must kill my grace. I shit for you. I say which can juju where you use for my head? Now so, you must kill my grace. I don't shit for you. Tu me rends dingo, dingo. 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 Control me like your toy. Ooh boy, make you control me like your toy. Control me like your toy. Ooh boy, make you control me like your toy. Now which can juju where you use for my head? Now slow, you must get my press. I shit for you. I say which can juju where you use for my head? Now so, you must get my praise. I don't shit for you. Tu me rends dingo, dingo. 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 Tu me rends dingo, tu me rends dingo, dingo. Tu me rends dingo, dingo. Dingo, tu me rends dingo. En la catapilla como una folla. It's Blanche in the youth.
Okay, that was a beautiful one from our own Queen Mimba here. And Thomas was like,
Well
of all the boys we've got in this Cameroon and in this Africa and
Please
this
add
world,
some to the boys.
Blanche Bailey decided to use a mannequin,
It's her choice.
to use a toy.
It's her choice.
But she just said, I'll control you like
Somebody
a toy.
just-
So she needed a toy. She needed
When
a
you,
toy.
when you're a member, it means you're a member. You always do member things. I appreciated the video the other day without
It's
looking
so
at it with the-
colorful. The video is so
without looking at
colorful.
it with the
Critically.
closed eyes. Somebody just made a statement at the conference room that since you men have decided to be maltreating us, we will now be using toys.
But do you know that there are sex toys in other countries?
They are,
Yes,
they
they
are.
are sex toys. So tomorrow, one day, you just see a woman will be like, okay, I don't want to get married. I'll just get this toy for myself. But Blanche Bailey actually addressed it because I had an exclusive interview with her on Saturday, which we're actually going to air tomorrow because today I don't think we're going to have the time. So she tried to explain why she actually decided, like Thomas is asking upon all the men we've got out here, all the handsome guys we've got out here, she decided to use that toy. So she actually wanted to control somebody like a toy. So don't be
And
mad.
and no man was
so you
flexible
don't
enough.
yeah, no,
Maybe
No man was
maybe
flexible
after
enough.
maybe after her interview with you tomorrow, I'm going to learn more.
Understand more.
Yeah,
But from
but we
my
just-
natural
but I
eyes-
think the music is a nice one. And
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
another controversy surrounding this song because Flyboy Gomez also he was ranting on social media, Facebook, and saying that Dingo is his song.
Yeah, that's- he
so
stole the song.
Blanche had actually released a video of this song. Hopefully, Flyboy
People
Gomez.
steal songs and produce.
No, people have the same inspiration. People have the same inspiration. You
Are
might
you saying
write
people
a
don't
song.
steal songs? People steal songs and produce.
What are you
And-
saying?
and
So what are you insinuating?
Do you know that the
What
Almighty?
are
Do
you
you know
trying
that
to
the Almighty Fally
real.
Ipupa was accused for stealing a song and producing? So people can steal songs and produce. Once you have a song, look for your author's right so they cannot be stealing. Once you don't look and they steal
Okay,
it,
Patom, thank you very
That
much.
money can receive
Thank you very
by
much. Thank you very much. So we're
Patom,
just going
NCR.
to move straight forward to our social experiment. And our social experiment is something that it has happened to me once. Like you're walking on the street and somebody takes something from you and people are around and they don't say anything. So today we're going on our social experiment and when we come back we're going to elaborate on it. Okay, seems like our social experiment is not ready. So I'm going to ask you girls, there was this video that went viral in Yaoundé of a guy who was actually selling like clothes. That was at one Carrefour, one famous Carrefour there in Yaoundé. And this guy came to him and took money from him and nobody actually said anything. I don't know if it has happened or occurred to you, Stephanie.
Yep.
So, like, what's actually happening in our society today? Is it there's so much dishonesty that is happening? Like, you actually see a thief, especially in Marché Central. Things happen in Marché Central every single day, but people don't actually report to this situation. So, our social experiment today, like I said, our social experiment out there is to tell us what happens in our everyday society. Things that happen every day in Douala, in Kumbabid, in Tiko, Mutengene, those towns, K-Town, not forgetting K-Town. Things like that happen. So, if our producer is ready, let's go on our social experiment.
What's up, guys? So for today's video, we're going to show you the difference in reactions of when I pickpocket Jada and when Jada pickpockets me. People get mad. No?
He just took it.
This girl right here? Yeah, so we're doing a social experiment. Thank you for saying something.
For 2 hours, and only one person said something when I robbed Kobe. Now we're gonna find out what happens when Kobe robs me.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless you. God bless
I appreciate it.
And your name is?
Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Father, for Nicole. I pray your blessings.
Wait, hold on, pause.
I didn't do anything. It's not
But that's
yours.
mine.
What do you mean?
I just noticed
But that's mine.
What are you talking about?
I just
No,
saw
we're doing a social experiment, man.
Oh
yeah,
my
to see if people say anything.
Yeah?
I'm probably starting to take it.
What?
Look at me now.
Look in your purse.
What?
I don't want any trouble. I didn't take it.
Did you take something?
Yes, here's a thing.
What'd you take?
Just open your jacket.
You took my wallet.
Just doing a social experiment, sir. To see if people say anything. You did it. You passed.
Thank you for saying something.
Hey, you.
Yeah?
You just took your wallet.
I
You
didn't
took my wallet?
Is this yours?
Yeah,
Oh
we're
my-
just doing
yeah.
a social experiment. Thank you for saying something.
No, thank you. We're doing a social experiment, so it's a good thing you said something.
Thank you for saying something. You're a good man.
A person there?
Yeah.
I literally think just took it in the black jacket.
In the black jacket?
And the
Thank
white-
you.
Hello, mira.
Hey! Oh, there's the
We're doing a social experiment.
Thank you guys.
You're a hero. It's a college.
That's you guys. Thank you. We're doing a social experiment.
Yeah, it's a.
See if people say anything, so thank you.
See if people say
You guys
anything.
pass.
imagine you are in Mache Santra and you see something, these wild guys, because there are actually some wild guys whose speciality is to pickpocket, like steal people's purses in the market, steal their things from their bags. Would you report? Because those guys, some of them have knives, they've got like even guns on them. So Thomas, if you see that situation and that guy is like, if you report me, I will show you paper, will you do that?
Tabitha, I have an elder brother who sells shoes. He buys from Mace Central. And 5 a.m. in the morning, we went to Mace Central and I saw somebody trying to cut off a back of a woman. When I tried to
Those
agitate,
guys are experts.
when I tried to agitate, he said, oh, Perifer, leave him. In Mace Central, if you are buying for 1 million, you hold it like this. When you demarche, you throw the money to the person. In fact, you are holding your money as safe as possible, because even if somebody see you stealing from somebody, they don't have time. We have places. We also have Carrefours that are notable for that. We have Mobi in Quen.
Yeah.
It's not the only person who is
that
caught.
Carrefour
Yes.
Kennedy. That's
Carrefour Kennedy in
yes,
Yaoundé.
Yaoundé.
We have Dokoti. We have Dokoti in
Dokoti is just the one.
in the Walla.
Dokoti is just the one.
He's not the only one. He's not the only one. As he's doing that act, he has other persons that are watching.
Of course, he's
Just
got
make-
friends around.
Yes, just make any mistake that as if you want to pronounce him, you will see the gang that will come close to you.
Okay,
You know,
It has
Lena.
happened to me.
One time, I remember one time in Mache Central, that something of that sort actually happened, where a guy pickpocketed a lady's bag, and the lady actually she shouted. So as he was running, people started following him. So when they caught him, they were like, "What did he steal?" They say he stole a purse. He was like, so that was all what you could steal.
Oh,
Their friends beat him, say, we're running because of a woman's purse. That's all what you could steal.
but do you know that there are also cases where these guys who like they see you running and that okay, we're going to help you get to her. Meanwhile, they're accomplices.
I know.
So
Like,
most of them are
Once-
beating the guy up are his friends.
Of course, they are
Yes.
his
Yeah,
friends.
they're his friends.
Tabitha,
they're his friends.
there's one thing you don't understand. Once you pickpocket and they are chasing you, be very careful. Those who are always closer to the thief
They are-
are
they
his
are-
friends,
they
and
are
they are
his
blocking.
friends.
They are blocking the
You from
population
getting-
from see the
yes, from
to see the
seeing
direction where the
Where he's
guy
going
is
to.
going.
Okay, Stephanie, has that ever happened to you?
Yeah. You know, when I was in Sianto, and then after Sianto, there's this popular Carrefour that's around Vogby. And then there's this market, there's a small market there. So what boys do there is they don't only take your bag, but the guys that sell, what they do, you see them like somebody's buying, and then while you're buying, they will exchange.
Yes.
He has
you
his
bought.
friend that will exchange what you bought, and then maybe put this, I don't know, old stuff like racks, and then I've seen it, I've witnessed it so many
you
times.
didn't-
But
you
the
didn't
problem
do
now,
anything?
who are you
It
going
means
to?
it means you're not different from those.
No, it
people
means the
because-
thing is now, just like we are saying,
You're scared.
all the people there
Security
are
first.
one. All the people
Safety
there are
first.
one.
You're
So
really scared
you are
of
like,
what is going to happen to you.
if I open my mouth here, I don't know what. Maybe somebody will be waiting for me in front to
5
harm me.
meters, yeah.
So the best thing you will do is you just keep it quiet. Pretend as if you did not see anything. At that moment you're blind. You just pass. Because that's just the community we are living in. There's
Yeah,
nothing you
that's
can
just
do
the
about
society.
it.
A lot of dishonesty. So let's just move straight forward and talk about our food for thought, which reads: if you carry joy in your heart, you can heal any moment. If you carry joy in your heart, you can heal any moment.
Carlos Santana.
Yes, Carlos Santana. If you carry joy in your heart, why not? You can win any moment.
Yeah, you know what? Each time I think of coming here and doing Obusi, I'm happy because I know, Obusi is all about joy,
Yes.
joy. So
Entertainment, you talk
yeah,
about
whatever
people's life.
happens, we are just like, I'm like, okay, when if I have anything in my mind, once I reach here, for that particular moment, it dissipates because since everybody is laughing, everybody is just
Yeah.
joyful, it contaminates you and at that moment you feel very happy.
Okay, Thomas.
Talking about joy, Tabitha, some people say we speak a lot of pidgin. Please, the program is for is entertainment,
Yeah.
and we don't have a particular
We don't have a particular language, yeah.
language. We can do any language to please people. Tabitha, happiness is expression, and once you express happiness, you in turn have happiness. So if you want to be happy, just extend happiness, and you originally and automatically you find yourself being happy.
Of course,
Yep.
I'm Stephanie.
Yeah, happiness heals the soul. you can only be happy when you're joyful, like when you don't have anything bothering you, then you'll be okay. I don't see the reason why you'll be sad. So I just believe that the best thing someone can do in this life is to be happy.
Okay.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, don't worry, be happy. And like
says,
Thomas said, there's some a viewer out there who sent us a message that we actually speak a lot of pidgin here. We've got these grandmothers out there, like grandpas out there, even some people who are not really as learned as we are. So sometimes it's good for us to like
Go down to their level.
In order
so
for it
please
to
don't
flow.
take it too personal, okay?
BBC Pidgin, and they are doing Pidgin programs. So
And you know Bill Gates did an interview in pidgin. I'm like,
Oh,
oh my
no,
God,
no,
why
no,
don't
you
we
don't know the
embrace
accent
the
you have in
pidgin?
Cameroonians always want to claim that they are too
They are too-
serious.
they are too-
Wonderful. Please, I've never taken it personal.
I have a funny image on the screen. Our funny images. Okay.
Voila! That's Grace Mugabe.
Finally.
That's Grace Mugabe. Anyway, somebody said, like I said yesterday, that Mugabe was disgraced because of Grace. And so, Photoshopping is saying that Grace is consoling his
But
guy.
Grace is not even
her
around.
guy.
She's not even around her guy. So why?
Listen, Tabitha, information having that Grace Mugabe escaped to Namibia.
Yeah.
But the Namibians are saying that they've not seen.
They're protecting. Of course, they're protecting her.
Is she a ghost?
She's a runaway wife.
So she
Because
has
Robert
become a
Mugabe
ghost
needs her. This is a very moment where he needs
This is
her.
where you know how far your wife loves
Of
you.
course, but now she's nowhere to be found. She's a runaway wife. Let's have the next image, please. See the joy.
Oh, that was a bad minute.
Like, everybody's happy.
They were waiting for it.
Mugabe was so tactical in his speech. As the parliament took up the paper to read the impeachment letter, somebody like the Secretary General said, wait! As they said, wait, he removed his resignation letter. Tabitha, that was very tactful because had it been the impeachment letter was read, Mugabe should have been judged and probably sent to prison. But since the impeachment letter was not read, Mugabe can be safe.
See so much joy in parliament.
There's
Like, people are
one.
happy.
If Patrick can go
You see
into
this one, Zimbabwe, not for one
family. Yeah, because
of course, it's not a kingdom. You don't make a country your kingdom where you just want.
Patrick, there's one where
it's not blood
Yeah,
transfusion.
and if you look at Mugabe's children, they live such
Where?
luxurious
I
lives.
say-
The car they drive, the
do you
hotels
know
they
what? Like I'm the son of the president. Do you know what that means?
Are you talking
Son
about
of
the
the
wife?
president.
I was reading a report where her wardrobe alone, I'm talking about Grace Mugabe, her wardrobe alone in 1 month
imagine.
is 2 million
I can imagine.
Zimbabwean dollars.
She's the first
Can you
lady.
imagine?
She needs to look good.
I was
She
trying to
needs
say
to
the well
be
of 2
very
million.
glamorous. She needs to look good.
That's
Because
why
she's
I'm
the
not
first
check
lady.
Huh?
Yes, I feel so. She's the first lady.
That's why the problem started there. Because as she was doing extravagantly like that, the economy of that country was going
And
down.
all eyes were on her.
All eyes
Like,
were on her. And then the guy said, okay, I'm 93, you are 54. If you come and take over me, you took a rule for 30
And
years
you know
or
the
so.
lavish wedding he did for his the only daughter he had, like all the Zimbabwe, all their eyes were on this family. And like they said, it's not for one family. A country cannot be a kingdom. 37 years.
It's too
It's
much.
not
7 years, you want your
It's
wife
too
to take
much.
over
Of
and rule
course,
again.
it's too much. It's really too much. So that is it. If you're just joining us, this is Obusi, your favorite talk show
People
on
are
Canal.
not fair.
What's
It's not
fair?
because my great grandfather left out if I'm going to talk about him
No,
anyhow.
I see.
But it's okay, it's okay,
I
it's
appreciate
okay.
Zimbabwe.
I've understood you.
Yeah.
I love Robert Mugabe so well. One, because he hates the white man. At one point in time,
The
he seized
return,
all
the
the lands.
return of modern day Goliath. That's
Yes.
what he called Trump, and that's my best.
He's-
Goliath. He called Trump Goliath.
At one point in time, he seized all the lands from all the white men in Zimbabwe. Say, come. Are you an Ototoni, eh?
No.
Are you a son of the soil?
No.
Why do you have these hectares and hectares of land?
I know
Give them to me. and
Back
then
out,
give them
back
to me.
out, back out.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
Let
very
me just
much,
end
guys.
rapidly.
Okay.
That's why when the army took over from him, he said, in the letter, he said, okay, I appreciate you guys have taken over from me. But if you take over from me and give to a white man,
You come
then
back.
you are failed.
Okay.
Papa's
Okay, let's just have
No, he's good.
our red button. Let's just go straight forward and have our hot news with
That
Lana.
Papa me slang them.
The red button, please.
Hey, Mama. Mama me.
Anyway, okay.
Helena, good evening once more.
Good evening, Tabitha.
What's really hot in the news today?
You know, the news is hot because my great-grandfather resigned. He's at the head of every TV station today, of
he's
every
headlines
newspaper.
of all newspapers,
he's a superstar,
all the media
actually.
in the world.
Yeah, and they say grace before Mugabe's fall. No, woman is a downfall of a man. And,
please, some.
And Pa Mugabe was unfortunate that it was his wife, the First Lady Grace, who is a South African by nationality, was the person that actually gave him a footstep to his grave. And the main newspapers, TV stations are saying Mugabe lost power because of a woman, which is Grace, and that the Emerson, the vice president that was on exile, is coming back. He has come back to the country and he will be sworn in as a president, but not the legal president, because they're going to organize presidential elections.
That will be like after 6 months.
Yeah,
as per the constitution of Zimbabwe, the vice president automatically ends the mandate of the president, and so Emerson Chamangwara, they call him the crocodile, is going to be as president for 6 months, because in 6 months' time, the mandate of Robert Mugabe is supposed to end and fresh elections organized.
And I heard from some
celebrations.
Some people, people were actually crying in Zimbabwe.
Of course, there was this
people were crying of joy. That I watched the news and I heard he's no more. That lady, she cried out her life.
That's a presidential candidate there. That lady like that, yeah, she's a presidential candidate.
She cried and she was so happy. And some people were like, "Is this an example to the other presidents in Africa? Should they take this as an example?" It's true he ruled for 37 years, but he's not the longest ruling president in Africa. The longest ruling president in Africa is Omar Bongo. He's of late now. The one, as his son Ali Bongo has taken over power. Yeah, he ruled for.
But I like this man. I love Robert.
Nevertheless, he was one of the best presidents Africa has ever had.
He protects Africa, because if you listen to his speeches when he goes to like international conferences,
he's not afraid.
He's never afraid.
He's not afraid of who is in front of him. He just pours everything out.
Tabitha, I want to appreciate what the military in Zimbabwe did, because they were so careful in order not to kill Mugabe. Just like in family, no matter how you can describe your father as a witch or a wizard, your father is still your father no matter what. So Mugabe is still a father, and that's why the military was very tactical in the way they handled him until he is safe. At the age of 93, you just make some kind of say once he had attacker.
That's true.
So I really need to clap for them, because they were very tactical in what they did, and I think it's an example. People say it's an example. People say it's a warning. Why not know?
Okay.
And now we are talking Cameroon, and we are going to the Commonwealth.
Okay.
You know, you can go in some of us can be thinking of writing public exams, and when you reach somewhere, they ask you who is a Commonwealth Parliamentary Association president, and we open our mouths and we are like, we don't know this person. So it's no other person than Honorable Emilia Monjowa Lifaka. And she promised to work to improve the participation of African women in politics. You know, they say African women are marginalized when it comes to politics. We are given certain positions and we are not given certain
positions.
Yeah, in the name of we are women. So she thinks that she's going to help us to go. So her name is Honorable Emilia Munjowa Lifaka. I hope people have noted it.
Yes,
don't go for a public exam, and when they ask you the name, I say, but they don't teach me in school. Everything will not be taught in school. And finally, we're talking about our mayor, Ekema Patrick, again. And this time around, the UB has been urged to withdraw the mayor's fake certificate, alleged fake certificate. This story from the Rambler. And according to the Rambler newspaper, last week a strongly worded request was addressed to the Procureur General of the Southwest, imploring the legal head of the region to prosecute the Lord Mayor of the Boya Council, Ekema Patrick, for the allegedly faking his way into academic certificates. A few days afterwards, a similar request was made to the authorities of the University of Boya, requesting that the institution of higher learning should deem it good as its credentials are showing, by way of shaming academic fraud, its political provenance notwithstanding. So they are like, it is a shame for the University of Boya to have helped.
Yeah, it came out.
Yeah, with what he did.
But I thought this had subsided.
It has not subsided. It's still in the air.
They say there is nothing that is hidden under the sun.
So they are like, if the University of Boya does not suspend or does not declare that it is fraud, that even their degrees that are going to give to their students at times and bachelor's degree whatsoever is not going to be credible because they'll be like there's fraud when it comes to the University of Boya, and we know how Boya has been held with a high standard.
Of course, it's one of like the best universities.
Yeah,
we've
the
got
best
in Cameroon,
universities Cameroon has, and if this happens to Boya, I don't know how some of us are going.
Okay, and is that it for hot news?
Yeah, that'll be it for hot
news. Okay, thank you very
today.
much, Lena. We'll just go straight and talk sports with Thomas.
Thank you very much, Tabitha. With sport, we start in Bamenda, the regional capital of the northwest region of Cameroon, where there is a charity organization that has organized a charity competition that's going to be, the finals is going to be coming up on the 17th of December 2017 in Mulang. Mulang is a quarter in the northwest region of Cameroon. And there's going to be a gala night without any publicity at the last cabaret in Meta Quarters. The opening match took place last Sunday. We have somebody in the house. He's going to be telling more about that. The opening match took place last Sunday. That's between Smart Veteran and Authentic Veteran. All the veterans played at the end of 90 minutes. It was Smart Veteran that defeated Authentic Veteran 1 goal. The match ended 0-0. The person who did the kickoff is here. Kingsley Sumbambawi is here. We are going to be getting from him. Tabitha, today is Wednesday, and those who follow football, Wednesday is
those who follow football like Stephanie.
Call the names.
Well, the other viewers they who are followers of football.
No, we're talking about us here.
Okay, Stephanie. Yeah. She follows football like me and other sports. Today we have the day 2 of Champions League matches will be taking place this evening as from 7:45 p.m. in the evening. Spain. The following fixtures we have CSK Moscow that will take on Benfica. The match is coming up at 7:45. Like I said, we have Qarabağ FK that will take on the Blues Chelsea. We have SC Basel. This match is going to be live on Canada International.
Okay.
The match I'm talking about, FC Basel against Manchester United.
Oh my God.
We have
Wonders. Oh my God.
We have
Wonders, he's surprised.
Anderlecht that will be taking on Bayern. We have Sporting versus Olympiacos. Atletico Madrid versus Roma. That's why sports is difficult. The names can be very difficult to
journalists. You guys are trying.
Yeah, we are not doing bad. Somebody said sports is just like mathematics in school. That will be it for the Champions League. Tomorrow is Thursday, and we have the European League that will be coming up. With Canada English is supposed to be having a match. We've not been given the match yet because it's the hierarchy that's supposed to tell us which match is going to be aired. So we don't have the match up to now. But let me just give you the picture.
There's going to be a match that is going to be
Yes, there's going to be a
Canada
match.
English.
That's going to be.
Obusi or no Obusi?
There's Obusi.
There
There's
is,
Obusi.
of
The match we are
course.
choosing should
Why
be
are you
after
asking that
6.
kind of question?
Should be after 6 p.m. Okay, let me give you some of the fixtures. That's the fixtures for the day. We have Astana versus Velega. The matches will be coming up in the evening. We have Sport versus Olympique Marseille of France. We have Liège versus Vitesse. And then we have Lokomotiv Moscow versus Camion. So these are the matches that will be coming up tomorrow.
Okay, Thomas, and is that it for sports?
That will be it for sports.
Okay, thank you very much. And let me just get these reactions from some of our viewers out there. Hey guys, this world is so ungrateful. It's only when someone wants a favor from you that he or she smiles at that particular time. You become so special. But when you finally grant the favor, they tend to say, now that small thing where you be the high up. So I think they smile to gain something and frown to tell you that you are nobody. It's good to appreciate a favor done to you in any situation. So please, let's stop this bad attitude. This is Gillian from Bamenda. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And she's lucky enough to always take her messages here. I don't know why.
She's always lucky.
Okay, ciao to you guys in the studio. To me, People return with a frown because they don't ask for them wisely and because of greed. Some of us fail to understand that little drops of water makes an ocean of water. If we return in installments or in bit by bit, we will not feel it. This is Desmond from Bamenda. Thank you very much, Desmond. Okay, they're quite long messages. Good evening, everyone in the studio and fellow viewers. What's more important to me is the attitude of my debtors. I hate when a debtor shows lack of concern or makes no effort to repay me. It really annoys me. It's simple. If you don't have the money, let me know and plead with me for extra time. I will understand. This is BLT from Boya.
Very important.
Yeah, very, very important.
Very, very important.
Okay, Livinus from, okay, let me just read it. People do that because when time reach becomes bad, so you as the borrower must frown. You may borrow 10,000 francs, at the end you may not have the money, so one must frown. Because I'm owing right now, but I'm frowning because my wife just gave birth. Thanks, I'm Livinus.
Congrats to your wife.
Congratulations to you, Livinus.
Congrats.
Okay, let me just take this last one before we go on a funny video. Greetings to you guys in the studio. Helen, you're looking good, and I love your hairstyle. We go see for I'm going to read it. Even though
official invitation, Okay. I'm sending an invitation from where I'm standing.
Okay, so we'll go see for Kumba for Banga School. Salute the lady next to you. We are missing. It's Lovett from Bambili. Okay, but you're in Bambili and you're expecting us to meet in Kumba. How?
You people meet. You are
it's kind of here now. People.
Okay. Good evening to you guys in the studio. You all are looking good. When some people are about asking, they're really desperate, but they feel bad when giving, especially when they didn't yield good fruit. This is Mike from Bafood. Thank you very much, viewers. Thank you for sending in your contributions. We're still waiting for some of your contributions. But before we read some of your text messages, let's just go and have a very funny video that's going to make you laugh out loud.
Would you call the cops?
Welcome to another Ogbonge episode of Pulse TV Vox Pop. My name na Jason. Now imagine say you marry one fine wife and she give you fine pikin. And after you don't suffer, train this pikin, she waka come to one day tell you say the pikin not be your own. What do you go do?
The child really don't vote for me before. And he says it's no more my child again. And we say I don't spend money for her a lot. And I confirm that it's not my child. Now that same day he leave this world.
If you tell me that it's not my pikin, and I'll be feeding him from the small, well, I will not be happy. Maybe I will go and meet him parents and told him because I cannot give him the boy because from small I'm the one who train the boy, so it's cannot possible that the boy I'm training from small can't say it's not my own. You can't give another person. It cannot happen. I cannot agree.
I'm gonna go punish her. Let me give her belly. I don't mind give her belly. I mean, so I know my child. I know what I did.
If I knock him, pikin come outside. I know so my pikin once. Before she talk him, low level. Me and they knock well because the way I take knock my pikin, I saw my pikin they come out. But for now, if you say come back, I don't know. You know, if you tell me that kind of thing.
There's nothing you can do that just to leave that woman because it's kind of serious, dangerous. It's a serious woman, but very dangerous. It can do and whatever for you because it can kill you at any time. Because that moment, at least, kind of child that's already grew up and you don't know that you are the one that born it. But later on, you later notice that you are the one that is not. You are the one that is not. I mean, I'm the one that is not my father, but it's hard for me to take that kind of situation.
If the wife me and marry born for me, I can't love my child. I need to divorce her. I will not divorce her with verse.
Nothing I feel. Hence, I have the law with him or with her. I will take on. I will carry the child. I will take care of him or her. Yes, put him in school, do everything about him. Then when the child grows, anything she or her want to do, no problem.
No need of quarreling with her now. I just go my way. God knows the owner of that child, so I cannot be go for any other thing. I just leave am for am. When the child grow, you know the reason, you know who's the father of the child.
Even if she said that, when the child grows up, she must face her father or his father. Understand? So such kind of thing cannot happen.
That is it. I will not drive him away. I will not drive her away. But the child will detect who is the right father.
I no go feel happiness. I no go feel happy. You go first. I go first because the thing go make me first. How you go say why child wanna born no be my child again? I no go feel happiness now.
Whether if you get problem before you talk am, abi you no get problem, you can't talk am. I go just leave the wife and the pikin. I no go marry am again. I no go take the pikin again because the get reason wey make am talk am. I go abandon all of them. I go find another person where I go marry. They go later be my wife. We no go talk later say no be my pikin.
To me.
Married to a woman and you notice that you are the one that born it, then you notice that you are not the one that born it. I just feel like this video, I feel like children should go to school. You should learn. You should not only go to school and you don't listen to what your teachers have to tell you. Learn how to spell, learn how to read. And these videos are actually trying to portray that the Nigeria, like I said, like the first video we actually aired, it does not mean that these people are really not smart, but these people want us to laugh. That's why they chose the videos where these people are actually speaking dull. Because there are actually some videos where they speak well. But why did they really choose to portray the country like this? Is it just because of the fun, because of the comedy? I really don't understand.
It's not a matter of fun. You know, Nigerians have this habit. They like their children to like do business. Even the ones that are here in Cameroon, you see them.
But some of them go to school. Some of them go to school.
Most of them, when you have reached a maybe let's just say 15 to 16, they think you're supposed to be a man. Yeah. So what they go and take you from there. Yeah, they bring you to you have a master. You have a boy. Then maybe after 4 or 7 years later, they open your own shop and you become a master of your shop. So according to them, what matters is the income, or is what you can actually bring. Very few.
And these guys get married to beautiful girls and very intelligent girls. What are you talking about?
Tabitha, I want to say, if you look at the surface area of Nigeria alone, you look at the population and the various tribes in Nigeria. Maybe the Yorubas want to send their kids to school. For example, maybe the Igbos who want to send their kids to go do business. You not expect everybody. Just like you have very intelligent persons in Nigeria, you can have very foolish people in Nigeria.
But you look at that location of that video. It was in a business center.
So it should be our brothers. Igbo Nkwenu. It should be our Igbo brothers. Yes.
Okay, it is time for us to receive our first guest. And guess who she is? She's this girl who started as a choir girl. She sang in the choir, and later on she joined the music industry. It's been like 4 years since she joined the Cameroonian music industry, and she's actually making birds. You listen to her music wherever you go. And are you doubting what we're talking about? She's no one else than Chili. She started with the hit song Hero, and now she went to Overdone. So can we just welcome our guest? Let's just give her a hand of applause. And she walks in. Oh my God!
Chili, the rule is that. Chili, the rule is that you're supposed to give a peck to the only cock here. I'm waiting for the peck. It's good to be the only cock. You see?
We will not be the
one. No one stay in my face. You can imagine.
You know what I mean? We Alex the Kuhu.
We will not be the ones to complain. It's my Tom that will complain. So
I sent the pecs to you.
I catch it. I dropped it.
Chili, you're welcome on Obusi.
Thank you so much.
How are you? How are you?
Good as usual.
Okay, you started as a choir girl, right?
Yes.
Yes, you started as a choir girl. You had this passion for music. But then what really made you to develop the love for music? What actually prompted you to choose music over everything?
Okay, I decided to choose music as a career because I believe I could use music as a tool to send out message, to touch souls, and to impact the world.
So like at what age did you start going to church, singing in the choir?
Oh, that was at a very young age. 9, I had belonged to the Cadet of Mary.
Oh my God, Cadet of Mary. I used to be in Cadet too.
What happened to you later?
Wonders.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm amongst cadet and said,
Wait, to
okay.
Jesus.
No, I wasn't in Cadet
To
of Mary.
Jesus.
Through Mary.
Okay, that
Really,
says
you
it.
were?
I was in Cadet.
What happened to you later?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, and as I was saying later on, I joined the university school choir when I reached the University of Yaoundé 1, and that is how I picked up from there till I entered the studio where I recorded my first track.
You know, I must admit, you're looking very beautiful. Just look at you on the screen. You look very gorgeous. Very, very, very beautiful.
Oh, just like you girls. Thank you.
Is there any kind of person that was standing beside a beautiful singer? I'm just.
Okay, like you released your new single, Overdone, but let's not talk about Overdone now. Let's talk about the music industry. How has your journey been so far in the music industry?
Yes, my journey has been an exciting one. Any obstacle that I had, I took it as a lesson because it made me to be a strong person that I am today. I started, first of all, by recuperating the great sounds and rhythms of the Solan, the Njang, the To, the Kinchemis. You know, if you're from from the Northwest region, you would know what I'm talking about.
If you live today, you understand.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about. You know, growing up with grandmom, beating the pots and hitting. So you know what, I started loving that which was original, unique, and that is how I saw myself dreaming about representing this beautiful culture nationally and internationally.
So you sing most of the times in your dialect, do you?
My first album that I titled My Heritage was in the dialect.
Okay.
I had few 2-3 songs in English and French, but my idea was projecting
To sell the
Cameroon.
culture.
Yes.
Okay. Like I was talking about the music industry right now, the urban music is really evolving. Like things are happening in the music industry today.
Oh, yes.
Yes, things are happening. So they've got like female artists like Daphne. We've got Rennies. We've got lots and lots of them. Do you feel like these young girls today are like a threat to you? Do you feel like they're a threat to you?
No, because I won't say Grace Deka is a threat to Charlotte Banda or Petit Pays is a threat to, you know, anybody has his or her own cave. And you are a king in your cave, so you should be proud of who you are. You should be proud of what you're projecting. You should be proud of, you know, what you're trying to sell. And I think the other young artists are doing a great job, and they are projecting their culture in other ways, or they are projecting other aspects of talent, and I think they are doing a good job.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so on my part as Chile, I'm projecting culture, and I'm doing good too.
Yeah,
on my
you're
own.
doing big. You're
Yes.
doing great. Okay, let's talk about your new single, Overdone. Overdone. What actually inspired the title of this song, Overdone?
Okay, overdone Nambut, you know, overdone.
La period
One
of
day
Vanda.
I just picked up my guitar and I was playing a beautiful melody, and this issue of overdone came. I don't know how it came about, but I think it's for a reason. You know, it's for a reason to sensitize, to tell our men that don't always claim to overknow. Don't always claim to be that very perfect person, the master, the done. Because finally you realize that you're nothing, because there's no perfect man.
Okay. Okay, let's just have a listen. I know some people are actually like anticipating, they want to watch what you're talking about. So if Patrick is ready, let's have Overdone, and when we come back, you're going to tell us more about the video.
Okay.
That's Hayo. Overdone.
They go to Chile, yeah. Mama, baby, oh, I like when you call me honey. There's some kind of love we go be the momenta. All the guys, them go use us to see if them love each other. Don't play me, oh, I say no, why, oh, it go be not ton pied, mon pied, oh. Mon cœur plein d'amour, ouais. If we continue so, I go beyond it. If we continue so, I go follow you go. No go let me over the knee. No go let me over the knee. One step, two steps, say me. I'm not gonna lie, this loving not your attention. Action, see anything I think is you, my baby. One step, two steps, say me. I'm not gonna lie, this loving not your attention. Action, see anything I think is you, my baby. Yeah. We borong chengi wasotanin ya yula wami. We biku chengi wasotanin ya yula wami. We gasa chengi wasotanin ya yula wami. We boom chengi wasotanin ya yula wami. Wami wami oh ya yula. Wami wami oh ya yula. Wami ya yula.
Okay, Chili. That was a great one. I mean, like, very, very beautiful song. So
Thank
tell
you.
us, like, who directed this music? Because the video, it's really beautiful. It's clean.
I use Ajabo.
It really looks
Thank
adorable.
you.
So who directed the video?
The very famous Dr. King
Kudos to you, Dr. King Steven. He's actually doing a great job.
And Akwando Blesby did the song.
Oh, God. Mr. Front and Back, hello if you're watching.
And the song was sponsored by Alice Austin. She's in the US. I really want us to thank her
Alice
too.
Austin. Okay. So,
Okay, can I go on?
Yes.
Please, who is Chili? First.
Okay.
Maybe you start with a mother's tongue so that we know truly your originality, and then you tell us, is Chili your real name or is just your artistic
Show
name?
name.
Or
I am Kasumman out in Foshia. One beja, one bekifer. Aven beaming you, ave beamita. Javeri beaming you, taro, yo. Oh, Kirasaki bought you one tarong for me, nang me karin to tashu, fire one to fonjika. Yeah, by feeling my more one to.
Okay,
Is that an introduction?
Yes.
Okay. Which language? Lamso. Okay.
Yes.
Vanessa's sister.
Okay, I'm Chili Wawaye, a promoter of indigenous music. It might interest you to know that recently Chili has tried to blend the traditional music with the urban Afrobeat to create a unique rhythm or genre called Njang Pop.
Okay.
Yes.
So you actually developed that in Njang Pop.
Yes.
And are you on this genre of music? I think you're the only person for now.
For now.
And do you
Yes.
feel like subsequently you're going to bring people up? You're going to bring new artists?
In fact, I'm feeling that I'm going to be the popular version of Miriam Makeba, the latest gem that everybody likes to listen to.
Okay, Chili, I want to do something and then you tell me the person. My voice is not very good. Korio.
Front voice.
Oh,
Korea. Oh, Richard King.
Okay. Any relationship with him? Because you are from South, just like Richard King's.
He's a brother, an elder, and at the same time a mentor.
Okay.
Somebody that we look up to. Yeah.
Okay. Any question? Okay.
I have a question. You said you were singing in the choir, and I have this notion that most people that were singing the choir, when they want to go into the music industry, they tend to divert to the urban music, to the urban, as I say. So why did you choose that side and to rather go deep into the gospel version of the singing?
Culture?
Okay, culture doesn't mean it's on gospel.
Yeah.
Or on religious. You know, I promote culture, but I use messages like love one another, work hard, positive message. So I think that is another interesting part of gospel. That because it touches our life, we need to work hard, we need to love one another. Yes, so it's gospel too.
Okay.
Any, Stephanie?
Yep, I must say she looks very beautiful.
Instead you can say you're beautiful, then you're beautiful.
So she is beautiful.
She is beautiful. Nobody ugly. Everybody's beautiful.
She's very beautiful.
Yes.
And then I wanted to ask, do you intend to focus, because I like now you just did something for us and I really love the fact that you use the dialect. Why don't you focus on it? Like, why do you? I think for me, if you focus more on the dialect, it's going to be more beautiful.
Yeah, but not okay. Chile.
You be manager.
I'm not a manager.
Because, like mixing English, French, and all. Like we were saying here the other time, most Anglophone artists will always want to put French in their songs. Why don't you stick to the dialect and the English? Why do you think that the French has an impact on it?
Alright, there's one thing that I would like to say here. There is doing music for music and doing music too for commercial reasons.
Showbiz.
Yes, it's business.
Okay.
And at the same time it's expressing talent. Because when you look at our brothers who sing in English and French, they're topping.
Of course.
Yeah. Nobody would argue that. Why? Because they're touching a wider audience. They are not limited. So I think it's an advantage that I would advise any young artist, if you can melange, blend. It's advantageous.
Okay,
what program do
It
you
doesn't
have?
mean that if you, people like Richard Bona, but when you look at Richard Bona, he sings in the mother tongue, but he could use salsa.
Of course.
Jazz.
And he's one
Yes.
of like,
It's
the
blending.
Cameroon's most known artists out there, especially in the US. He makes
If
it
you
big
want to
there.
listen quiet, good music, just put your Richard Bona, you're fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's the culture of blending.
Okay, Chili, tell us, how many days did it take to shoot that video overdone? How many days did you spend to do the video?
We took, in fact, to prepare the video, prepare dance, dance practices with the dancers, costume. It took us a month, but shooting proper was 3 days with Keng and Limbe.
Okay.
Okay.
Limbe.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I asked, what program do you have for your viewers
your
in
media
Cameroon,
tour.
or if you are going out of the country? What's the
Christmas is
program?
coming. Is there anything?
Are you going back to Bamenda? Are you going to the US, or the program?
What's your program?
Program
What does the
schedule?
program look like?
Okay, in fact, the program is so charged. Tomorrow I'll be accompanying Miwei at the 10th anniversary here in Castle Hall.
Okay.
With other great artists. On Saturday I'll be performing at a wedding in Bamenda. In fact, my program is so charged.
Okay.
Yes.
So have you got like a number, a social media handle, Facebook, Instagram, where your fans out there can contact you?
Yes, Chili Wawaye, like in Wawaye, Wawaye.
Okay.
My CDs, you can find them at Hotel Onde. There's a restaurant there called Breeze Restaurant. Yes, you would get my CDs there. On Facebook, Chili Wawaye. On Twitter, on Instagram, Chili Wawaye. Then my manager's contact, 670-70-5755.
Take it again for the last time, and maybe slowly.
670
yeah
70
70
57
57
55.
55. Okay, 670-70-5755. That is the number you can get on to Chili. And Chili, there are a lot of young Cameroonians out there that are actually watching you. What word of encouragement do you have for some of them who look up to you like the role model?
Persevere till the impossible becomes possible.
Nice one.
Okay, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
So those who have ears should listen. So we're going to usher you out with this beautiful song. You said it's your first single.
Yes,
and
one of
it's
my
called, your
Hayo.
first Hayo. So we're going to usher you, beautiful Chili, with this beautiful piece from you, Hayo. Thank you. Thank you.
It's
thank
my
you.
pleasure.
Thank you very much for honoring
Thank
our
you. Thank you
invitation.
so
And
much.
hopefully we're going to
Blessings
have you
for
again.
you, my sister.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What did it happen?
You know when?
Hawaii, Ripoto, Shawaban. Ayo, yo.
beautiful one from Chile, Hayo. You know, I used to listen to this song and I'm like, who sang this song? Who is this beautiful girl behind this? I hope you viewers out there enjoyed it. So our second guest is coming all the way from Bamenda, and his name is Kingsley Sumba Bengwi. And he's here to talk about a charity veteran organization, charity match. Well, I really don't know anything about it, but he is here. He's going to tell us everything we need to know, especially you guys there in Bamenda. So can we just give a round of applause to us? Yeah. Hello to you, Kingsley. And you are welcome on Obusi.
Thank you so very much.
Okay.
Kingsley Sumbambangwi.
Okay, Sumbambangwi.
Kingsley Sumbambangwi, the National President of Cameroon Youth for Justice and Freedom.
Okay. So what is this organization all about?
Well, beginning with my home organization, I'm talking about Cameroon Youth for Justice and Freedom. It was created in 2006 with an objective to create a new society based upon two fundamental options, which is actually justice and freedom, and then to create an enabling environment for employment amongst young people.
Okay, that's great. And we're told this is the first edition. Like first edition, what really prompted you to like do something like this? What really inspired you? Like, okay, let's just do something for charity.
Charity is all about giving back to the community.
Okay.
And it falls under what, even according to labor law, they talk of social responsibility, and which actually should be the inner core of every citizen that actually have a vision for development. You must give back to the community. So charity, this aspect, this competition came as a result of that. We thought of, we are fine. Some people are sick, we are fine. Some people are hungry, we are fine. Some people can't even afford to go to school. Some people can't even afford to even think of becoming somebody or some persons in future. I think there is need for us to turn back at one point in our life and look back at the community to see what have we achieved and what can we give back.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, since it's sports, maybe I take over. Yes. There is a sporting competition organized. We just want to know how many teams, Kingsley Sumbambawi, how many teams will be involved in the charity game that's going to run from now, and the finals will be played on the 17th of December.
Yeah, we have 4 teams. We envisage 6 teams, but then we know the period is so short and the demand is high. We want to just cut it down to 4. We have actually Smart Veteran.
Smart Veteran. We have that did the opening match.
Yeah, no, Smart Vet. Yeah, they did the opening match. They are located at Tambang, at the entrance to the France Palace. We have actually Athletic Veteran. Athletic Veteran. They are located in Molang. And then we have Big Man Con Veteran, and we have Behind Chair.
Okay, these are the 4 teams.
Yeah, the 4
there's going to be a comedy show. There's going to be a Miss Charity. How can the beautiful ladies, for example, we have here, apply for the Miss Charity? It's just an example. I just use them. I just use them as an example, please.
Yes, but I will start going behind your example to say I do appreciate, especially young ladies who are ambitious and eloquent, and what you've been doing has gone so far.
Thank you.
Canada is international. This is international, so you may not even underestimate what you're doing. And I would equally like to appreciate the technicians.
Okay.
These are this we call the masterpiece of, in terms of communication, but yet they are not seen, talk less of being appreciated. But let me say I appreciate all of you. You are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very much, Kingsley.
The Miss Charity comes in this project as a result of the fact that moving from all the regions, going everywhere. Charity is an open project, and we need just a lady with a crown to actually help us to move around.
A beautiful lady.
Yes, eloquent and at least with advanced level, who actually has passion.
So do you need
where can they deposit? Where can they deposit?
Do you know the inspiration for this miss came as a result of the fact that during the Crimean War, there was a lady They call Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale.
They call her the lady with the lamp. She was a nurse.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a crisis, and people were dying, and she was a nurse, and she decided that I don't have gun, I don't want to fight. The only thing I can do, I use my profession to heal the wounds of the fallen people. And you have Mother Teresa.
Okay.
So when you talk of charity, it goes with ladies. So there must be a miscommunication, so that the ladies should continue. They understand 9 months pregnancy. They understand the pains of suffering.
women are very
They can
emotional.
even know how to beat the child, and better even understand how to even love the
Pamper
child,
the child.
more than
Okay.
us.
All right. So I was asking where can they drop their application if they want to. There are some viewers out there who want to apply.
Our office is located at Chobu, Express Union Building, Chobu in Bamenda. That's
Okay.
the middle door.
Or they call your number to get to you.
Yes, 677
677
07
07
86
86
32.
677.
677-07-8632.
You speak better. You speak better than me.
Thank you very much. So I'm just going to read the number all over again. It says 677-07-8632. So you can contact your organization.
Yes, I'm not wanting to monopolize this project because it is actually a community
Yes, sure.
project.
Yes.
I will plead with this panel to permit me actually announce the names of other organizations that are part of it.
Okay.
Beginning with Tatiana, who is actually from Tunisia, and
Okay.
she's with us, and she just
Hello
got,
to you,
she got
Tatiana.
the vision, and she's here. And we have Abakwa Development Association. It's an association based in the Abakwarians, those from Abakwa. I think we'll have time for me to trace you the origin of Abakwa.
I did that so many times. Anyway, you bring your own idea. It's okay. Just talk about it.
We're running out of time.
And then we have Thought for Torture Victim in Yaoundé. We have Spring of Hope Organization. We have Women in Action Against Gender-Based Violence. And we have Happy Children Organization, which is a child protection organization based in Manka.
Okay.
I will not say much. I'm
Okay.
very happy, but your time has pushed me not to say much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to announce that I'm going to be the MC of the gala. Are you inviting me? On the 17th. I've been posting that I'm the MC now. Master of ceremony.
No, thank you very much. You are most welcome. Even that lady who sang that beautiful song here,
Yeah, she's
I was even
invited to
about
come
to say
sing.
that, why can't you give it
To your
for charity
community.
to your community?
Okay.
I'm telling you that anything, even all the multinational companies that exist today, including Canada, began, if I had the opportunity to question the CEO of Canada, he began by volunteering or began with charity.
Of course.
If you have not started doing that, you are heading to nowhere. You must start giving back to your community so your community can raise you.
So can
There
we
is
clap
this
for Pat
adage
Thomas?
that when you help your village will help you. If you don't take care of
Pat
it.
Thomas videotaker
Pat Thomas is going to be the MC.
Wonders.
MC of the
Hey,
charity.
okay.
Girls should not miss the opportunity of becoming a miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, have you got more names?
Yeah, we have names and it's still very open. And the criteria will not go with 1.70 m like Komika, is without publicizing, because they say they wanted slim, they wanted this. With charity, you just have to have confidence in yourself. And then you move on to register, be eloquent, and you take the crown and start helping those orphans, helping those Nagabokos.
Yeah, the straight kids around.
There are 500 of them in Douala.
And when you as a miss, you bring up your project, us, the organization, the NGOs, the associations, the veterans, we are behind you. You bring your project, we sponsor it at the level of the community.
Okay, thank you very much, Kingsley. Since we're running out of time, I guess we're going to invite you before the day of the event. So, Patrick, if you're ready, we've got this beautiful video of this beautiful pregnant lady who is dancing to Nakamba Yemi Alade. And people feel like when you're pregnant out there is the end of the world. But if you watch this video, person like me, I be hungry for gay belly. Like this girl. No, seriously, this girl. If you watch this video, Thomas not talk plenty. If you watch this,
nobody went to see.
Yeah, if you watch this video, I'm like, being pregnant is not the end of the world. Okay, Patrick is ready.
If my body they dance, my head they dance, yo. Na him they knock 'em, he dey knock 'em. My brain he dey dance, yo. I go go, my heart he dey do me, yo. I go go, na him dey knock 'em, he dey knock 'em. Hey, ganga ding ding, I go go, kereke ding ding, I go go, na him dey knock 'em, he dey knock 'em. Oh, banga ding ding, I go go, kereke ding ding, I go go, na him dey knock 'em, he dey knock 'em. Omo, I go cuckoo confess you, you go win if you contest, you should let me.
Okay, the Nakam. That Nakam is a song by Yemi Alade. And like I said, being pregnant is not the end of the world, because sometimes when I see a pregnant woman, I'm like, she's trying to shake, I'm like, oh, it's going to hurt the baby. But that doesn't mean that when you're pregnant, you don't work out. There are actually some people out there, when they're pregnant, that's when they work out most of the time, because according to what the doctors say, working out is going to facilitate the birth of the baby. So you pregnant out there does not mean that you just sit and eat and grow fat. You can also go to the gym and work out and knock 'em like that lady is doing. And I guess that baby in that tummy is going to be a very, very great dancer. Very, very
Just
great.
like the mom.
Just like the mama. And this video went viral on social media. This video has like 365 million views. Yeah. It's got 365 million views. So being pregnant does not mean that you should just sit, like I earlier said. It doesn't mean that you should just sit and just be lazing around. You could go to the gym and work it out. So we've got our last guest. We're just going to say something really, really simple, because he's coming all the way from Bamenda, and his name is Thomas, just like Pa Tom here. So we've got Tom Square, T Square right now. So let's just welcome.
And they are standing close to each other.
They deserve each other now.
Hello, Thomas. Welcome.
Welcome to you.
Okay. And we've got a talking point. You're going to contribute on a talking point. Why do you think people out there come to you, they borrow money, they smile, they tell you all the best things you want to hear in the world, but upon return, when they want to return this money, they actually frown in their faces? Why do you think so?
I want to say that for me, I look like the people are just wicked. That's my
They're simply wicked.
Yeah,
they are just wicked. So what do you mean that you've never borrowed money before in your life, or someone is not owing you money?
No, I've borrowed money of someone and give him back. But when they owe me, they are refusing to give me the money.
That's always the case. That's just the world. You can never. Anyway, it's very difficult, a situation where you borrow money and then the person comes calmly and gives you the money. In most cases, it is really very difficult. Yeah. So since we're running out of time, and Thomas said since he's here in our studio, he has to appear on air. We had no choice but bring him here. So let me just read this text message. Say, hi there. I think people borrow money with broad smiles and pay after a lot of pressure has been put on them, because most likely they cannot get up to the amount they borrowed. Or maybe it's just greed. You see a case where maybe I owe you 2,000 and I have 5,000. But what goes on is, in my mind, is if I said to you, I'll be left with just little, and maybe I need to use the entire money for some other stuff. That's the egoistic nature of man. I'm Tazzle in Limbe. Love your hair, Lena. This is Ghana Mad. Thank you very much, Ghana Mad. And this guy says, it depends, because some may want to kill you using your pig, and he or she can come with a good smile. But when he or she does it, it did not work, so they will bring it with a smile. So for me, they return it frowning because what they wanted to do with it did not work. I am Olivia. Thank you very much, Olivia. And I'll just get this last one. Hello to all in the studio. People ask money with smile, but when paying, they are angry, but they are just being jealous of paying back. They want the owners to forget about it, but in some cases, it has time. And I think that will be it for today. We're actually really running out of time. We didn't have the time to do gossip. neither do we even have the time to do birds. We also had an interview we had with I had with Mr. Leo over the weekend, and we were not able to play it. And I hope tomorrow we're going to have, because tomorrow is the last edition of the week, so we're actually going to beg our producer, maybe extend our time to like 6:30 so we can read all of your text messages and then play all the beautiful videos we had for you, all the interviews we had in Boya last weekend. So thank you, Thomas, for coming. The first Thomas. Thank you very much. And Patom.
Well, I want to say a special good evening to all my brothers who have flee out of the quarters in sincere quarters. Tabitha, you know, there was Kale in my quarter this morning. My brothers just called me that, Patom, we are running out of the quarter. So if you are back in the quarter, good evening. All those from sincere, I'm greeting you.
Thomas. Okay, Stephanie.
Yeah, good evening to everybody that is watching.
Okay, and Lena.
Tomorrow again.
And to that person who said they love your hairdo.
Yeah. What was the person's name?
He didn't sign the message.
Okay, thank you very much for loving my hairdo.
Okay, thank you very much, Patrick. Patrick is the person who directed and produced this program. We had Roland and Kamara Santra, Frank Harry Nonga. Finally, I've learned how to pronounce his name, because in the beginning I was like Yonga. So it is Nonga. Thank you very much, Kamara Santra. And they're handling 107 cameras in this studio. Can you imagine? That is not easy. So like we earlier announced, tomorrow is our last edition. Tomorrow we shall meet again. From us to you, it's bye-bye until we meet again tomorrow.
What a charge this program,
Alphabet Records. Lyrical blazing, running out fan tune for the sexy ladies from all over the world, from Mr. Leo on the keys. Sing!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is one for the sexy woman?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Hear this.
Je te ferai sourire. Je chanterai quand tu veux dormir, car t'es ma meilleure amie. Mamie, je te guette, t'es toujours dans ma tête. Not only you I want, baby girl, you know. Si c'est l'argent tu veux, je vais walk les dos. Tout ce que les gens te disent, baby girl, c'est faux. Il y a rien comme la femme, mamie. Partout il y a des bonnes mamies, mais t'es la seule que je veux, mamie. T'es toujours dans ma tête, pas question que je te laisse. Y a rien comme la femme, mamie. Partout il y a des bonnes mamies, mais t'es la seule que je veux, mamie. Je t'en prie, mamie. Sans toi, je suis calé. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Mon bébé, moi je t'aime, c'est vrai. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Mon bébé, moi je t'aime, c'est vrai. Oh baby, girl, all I want is to make you my darling. All I want is to make you my honey, baby girl, oh, and why not my wifey? Girl, you make my heart go boom 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 cha. Follow me and kiss poverty, good goodbye. Toi-même tu nous, tu seras bien toute la night. Invite-moi dans ta life, you're stuck in my mind. No, il y a rien comme ma femme, mamie. Partout il y a des bonnes mamies, mais t'es la seule que je veux, mamie. T'es toujours dans ma tête, pas question que je te laisse. Y'a rien comme la femme, mamie. Partout y'a des bonnes mamies, mais t'es la seule que je veux, mamie. Je t'en prie, mamie. Sans toi, je suis calé. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Mon bébé, moi je t'aime, c'est vrai. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Mon bébé, moi je t'aime, c'est vrai. Oh baby, tout ce que tu veux, dis-le-moi. Si je peux, dis-le-moi. Tout ce que tu veux, dis-le-moi. Hey baby, c'est sans souci. Tout ce que tu veux, dis-le-moi. Si je peux, dis-le-moi. Tout ce que tu veux, dis-le-moi. Hey baby, c'est sans
Yes, I am loving you, and I'm telling you, it's a feeling that I cannot deny. Wanna hear me say, well, let's take it to the end together. We shall blend up the like the fire and to the end.
Faut crier, oh, oh, oh. Tout le monde faut crier, oh, ciel.
On hear me say,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on hear me say,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mr.